Hello everyone. In this lesson we'll be looking at MCP, Model Context Protocol, which is a protocol introduced by Anthropic recently and it's gaining a lot of interest. It was built to standardize the way that AI agents interact with tools and various resources. And in this lesson we will have two parts. In the first part we will discuss how you can use an existing MCP server that someone built and integrate that within your AI agent. And in the second part, we will look at how to build your own MCP system and use it with your agents. So with that in mind, let's get started. In this lesson, we will take a look at the GitHub MCP server, the official GitHub MCP server, and we will try to use it within our AI agent. So this is the repository of the MCP server. You can check it out. Contains various ways to run this. So they also have an npm package, which is the one I'm going to use to run this, as it is the easiest way. But you can see this package corresponds to the same repository. So this is a server. It exposes some tools, some functions that our AI agent can use. So let's take a look at them and see how we can integrate that. So in order to integrate an MCP server, there has to be an MCP client. The MCP client is your actual AI agent, the agent that will run this server, or the agent that will make use of that server. It might be different things. For example, it might be your ChatGPT application. So you might want to add an MCP server to your ChatGPT chat, or Claude, or you might do this with your IDE like Cursor, for example. So all of these are examples of clients that can make use of an MCP server. So in this example, we will show how to integrate this with Cursor, the IDE, but the process is exactly the same for any other client, or maybe not exactly the same, but it's very highly similar. So yeah, let's see that. So here I have my IDE opened on some project, and we will be using this chat here. And this is what we call the MCP client. So this is the client that we want to connect to the MCP server. But again, this client can be anything. It can be this chat here, it can be ChatGPT, Claude, whatever. So the way you do this in Cursor is that you go to Cursor settings here, and you click on Tools and Integrations. And you can see there is a section here called MCP Tools. So we want to add an MCP server, so I click Add Custom MCP, and it opens this file. So this file will always contain this MCP servers key. It has to have this format, and inside here you have to add the configuration that connects you to the server that you want to use. So we will go and get that configuration from the documentation of the package. So if I scroll down, you can see they provide two ways of running this, one through Docker and one through npx. I'm gonna use npx for now because it's easier, and because I don't have to build the Docker image. So we will take this part and paste it in our MCP server. So this means you're gonna have a server called GitHub, and it will expose various tools to your AI agent. So in order to run this, you have to provide your GitHub authentication token. I'm gonna put it here so that we make sure this runs. You should not do this or push your secrets to a repo or record a video while showing this. But by the time this video is public, I'm going to revoke this token, so it's not going to be a security risk. So now that we have this, we go back to this tab, and you can see there is this GitHub MCP server, and it contains 26 tools. These are things that are built by the developers at GitHub, and we didn't do a lot of effort, right? And we just defined this configuration, and now we have access to all of these things that our client can use. So yeah, let's show an example of how we can use some of these tools. Okay, so we can see that one of the tools that we have, or the methods, is create repository, which means that the AI agent should have the ability to create a repository for us right now through prompting. And yeah, you can see we can push files, we can search repositories in general on GitHub, like using a search query. You may want to get repositories about LLMs or AI agents or anything. So let's try the create repository. So I will ask the agent to create a repository for me. So I'm gonna call it test MCP. So let's see what happens. So you can see it's asking for permission to call the create repository tool. I'm going to run it, but before I do this, let me show you what I have here. So this is my profile. You can see I have 79 repositories here. So let's confirm that after running this, a new repository will be created. Okay, so it says that yeah, it says that it's created successfully. So let's go back and refresh. So you can see now I have a new repository that's called test MCP, and yeah, it's an empty repo. So this is an example of using some MCP tool built by someone else and give it to your agent so that it can use it. So now that we have this repo, let's try to push something to this repo. So I already opened Cursor on this project, so I'm going to ask it to push this .gitignore file to the repo. So so let's try this. Okay, so it's reading the content of the gitignore first. And now it wants to push it. It asks me for permission. I'm going to run it. And yeah, it says that it's pushed, and here's the commit ID. So if we go back, hit refresh, now you can see the repo contains a single file, which is the .gitignore. So this is an example. We showed two different tools, which is the creation of a repository and pushing a file. So these are just two examples of the 26 tools that are exposed using this MCP server. And this is an example server that GitHub built. You can also check other servers built by other companies. And it's that easy to integrate some MCP server with your client. So in the next lesson, we